What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Infinite Gains, back again with another AMC and GME update video. Today we're going to be going over GME, AMC, SPY, maybe NVIDIA. I'll put NVIDIA in there too, and then we'll go over a bonus stock at the end that I was kind of looking at today. So yeah, GME, boom, start with that. Nothing's really changed from my two previous videos. Yes, I'm still extremely bullish. Thesis is the exact same. Your daily and your weekly indicators completely set up. Everything is in confluence. It just have patience at this point. There's nothing else to figure out. There's nothing else to think about. For me personally, I'm just gonna sit here and just be patient. That is it. I'm gonna sit here and dollar cost average and just be patient because my thesis is going to play out. I don't have anything else to figure out. But that's not financial advice. This is me. This is what I'm going to do. So GME, you are above your 20 SMA. Right now, your 20 SMA is at 22.04. We were at 22.21. Your 100 SMA is at 21.45, and then your 200 SMA is at 18.04. Now, I have been hearing talk about this rounding off on GME, this rounding off pattern, and then moon. Okay, up front, that just looks completely unusual, and it doesn't really fit GME's narrative at all. It doesn't really make sense for it to do that. I don't know, it would just be kind of peculiar price action for GME. Am I saying that it's not possible? No, I'm not saying that it is possible. I mean, you could look at it this way, where you have this kind of 5-wave move to the downside, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. So that would make your low. So this would kind of act as your spring, and you would create this new low, and then this would kind of be inside of this, kind of ABC pattern here. And then you'd have this crazy extended C wave to the upside. Now, am I saying it's plausible? No, I actually don't think that's going to happen at all. And it's certainly not going to happen while you're still above your 20 and your 100 SMA. Is it possible? Yeah, I guess it is possible. And I'd update you if something like that happens. But honestly, if it does, I'm just going to buy more at the 200 SMA. Do I think it's the most plausible scenario for GME? No, I think it would be very peculiar. I don't think that it really makes sense. If anything, you will go to the 200 SMA. You will make a new low if that plays out, and it will be this kind of 5-wave move to the downside playing out. As of right now, I don't think that's going to happen. I'm just being upfront with that. Because, if you go back to extended hours, so we go on session extended trading hours, you already hit the 200 down here. So, you've already tested it. And so to go down again and test it 3 times, maybe, I guess. It looks more plausible when you're looking at the chart without extended hours on, but we all know that day, it literally took Japan and South Korea and our stock market crashing. Literally a crash to bring it down to the 200, and it bounced the next day. So the plausibility of this happening is probably low as hell. Is it possible? Maybe, but if it happens, I'm just bringing out. I'm pulling my wallet out and I'm buying more at that point because this is free money. If you want to give me free money, all right, I don't care. Give me free money. Do I think it's plausible? No. We're ready. Daily indicators are ready. Weekly indicators, setups ready. So yeah, we're completely fine. So I'm not even worried right now. AMC, same thing. So we're coiling up. Seriously, man. This thing it's a low volume pin, and you're coiling up. You can see it right here. You have this huge volatile move. Boom, smaller, and then boom. Then you're actually in the apex of the pennant. You get this low volume chop, which is actually what you would expect. And then we had a bullish close on Friday. We had a bullish close on Friday above our, if we put on our multi SMAs, so daily SMAs, you closed above, you closed above, let's see, we closed at 505. Oh shit, so you may have, yeah, you closed above your 200, your 50. Well, technically you didn't close. I mean, you closed just, I mean, maybe a sliver, but you kind of did. You closed above all your SMAs. So you closed above all your daily SMAs on AMC Friday. So that was great. I don't know. These things are just ready to blow, man. Like, yeah, I mean, if you want to do one more dump, whatever, like, just give me free money at that point. Like, just like, thank you. Yep, appreciate it. Give me free money. But AMC has to break this $6. GME has to break 30. This kind of this invalidation zone at $30, which you can see at this midline here. So this is okay. I don't know if you can really see the purple channels, but the purple channel here is at like $30, which is where we saw initial resistance. So that's, you have to break that channel, this invalidation zone here at 28. But I mean, seriously, like all the indicators are set up, like we're doing fine. And people are worried about SPY. So they're worried about SPY. They're like, hey, if SPY dumps, isn't that bad for GME? Not really. I mean, seriously, I'm not really concerned with the rest of the market, because people were thinking that GME and AMC can't MOAS, so like they can't have this crazy short squeeze while SPY is coming down. I mean, that's completely untrue. Like, SPY could dump hard and MOAS could happen, right? It doesn't matter. Our thesis isn't even dependent upon SPY at all, so I won't even be worried about that. But SPY, it does look bearish right now, so we have this deep bearish crab harmonic on SPY on the daily chart. I have the 4 hour pulled up right now, but you can see it more clearly on the daily chart. So we have this, why is it a deep crab? Well, it's because you had this pretty deep retrace at the 0.886 level here. That's your B, and then you have this really extreme extension at your, let's see, at D, at your D, your C to D wave. So you have this, you could target the 2.24, so you have all these extension levels. So you could target the 2.24, which would take you a little bit higher, which may actually be possible. I know that if we looked at our other, if we remove this, if we looked at our other chart, you are seeing resistance right at this channel that we've been talking about. So you could actually just reject at this level. Now, is it possible you could go higher? Yeah, because if we zoom in here, yeah, I think you can see it fine on here. If you zoom in, you have this this bear. I called it a bearish cipher, but it isn't. It's kind of what's more like this bearish shark pattern. So this is another harmonic, so it's a bearish shark, and you could have this extension to the 1.618 on the AC, and then a 1.13 on the X to D. Well, this says X to D, but your zero, yeah, your X to D. So this could come to the top of this zone right here at 576. So this is my short zone. Like, I'm shorting in this box. If we keep pumping, okay, I would put my SL a little above, because then it would just like be, what's going on here, something's not right. But hey, we're in a short zone. We have a bunch of confluence saying that SPY can head down. SPY has permission to head down, and ultimately your macro targets could be at 461, which would be at the speed, and then like if it dumps to like 400, that's when you aggressively take profit at that point, because that's like an amazing trade. That's over a 100-point drop. So this is that's SPY. I kind of want to look at NVIDIA. Yeah, we have to go to a different chart here. This one, and then let's look at NVIDIA. Boom, NVIDIA. And then, so yeah, it's seeing resistance at, very simple trend line. You just draw a trend line from your two peaks, and then it is seeing some kind of resistance here at that trend, and then we have this channel here in which it saw resistance, very similar to SPY, very similar to SPY, where you had this like very simple channel, dumped out of it, boom, came up to retest and saw resistance. So I would say Nvidia is in a short zone as well right here. If things go crazy, which if you hit the upper extension on SPY at like 578, 580 or something like that, yeah, Nvidia maybe could slither its way up and make a new all-time high at this midline and the top of this gone channel. Yeah, that's the thing. So Nvidia, here's the plan. SPY short zone already in it. Nvidia, if it breaks this channel, just wait. And then if it hits this midline, I would go short. So right now, Nvidia, I would just wait. I wouldn't really try to take a long-term trade on it. Yeah, if you're day trading, yeah, completely fine. I don't care. But this like kind of more longer term, I would wait until if it breaks into this channel. Yeah, you could try shorting it now. It is at this resistance. You do kind of have this like three peak, like very bearish three peak kind of pattern going on here. I would just wait on the video. SPY's a little bit more clear, but with the Fed kind of trying to do this transitioning, with a bunch of all this data coming out, I just kind of just step back, just wait a moment. I think you are in the short zone, but you never know, especially with Nvidia. This thing is a monster. But yeah, I'm bearish on the markets right now. So that's GME, AMC, SPY, Nvidia, boom. Let's look at this holo stock that I just kind of was looking at. So yeah, I don't know. I actually know nothing about this stock. I was just actually scrolling on Reddit. I saw it and didn't really think of anything of it. Then I went on x.com. I started seeing people posting about it. And I was like, hey, people were actually looking at this thing. And so I started to try to take a look, and it seems like you have a very kind of similar pattern. You have this just like weird pump, dump, and then you have this kind of, maybe it's like this ABC corrective moves here, pump, and then you have the same kind of pattern play out over and over and over again. And you come down in this ABC correction, you have this like crazy pump, another ABC correction, and then you have 5-wave move patterns in both. And this was a bearish harmonic too that played out. And its target was already hit at this at the bottom of this level at 145. But so we do have this invalidation zone that you saw resistance at the 76 mark, and it's currently at 56 cents. So my idea was, if you want to make a trade on this thing, maybe wait for the channel retest. You could enter now, and I would just put my stop loss at the lows. And then your TP levels would be, your 61.8% extension. And then you have these zones here that are interesting, at this B level, then at this other invalidation zone. So these could be your take profit levels. This could be a kind of a cool trade, and maybe history repeats itself. Maybe you do have this kind of, I don't know, it's weird. I don't know anything about this stock, but you have this just weird pump and dump thing just happening over and over again. And it's like, is it going to happen again? I don't know. The chart says that it is possible. You broke out of your downtrend channel just like you did previously, and then that's when you had this crazy pump. So who knows? I don't know. It would be kind of an interesting trade. Obviously, I wouldn't over leverage on this thing. This was kind of just be like some kind of experiment, but I thought it was kind of interesting. But yeah, that's the whole video. Seriously, guys, I'm not worried on GME. Okay, yeah, if we do make a new low or something, if we retest a 200 SMA, I'm just gonna buy more. At this point, your indicators have set up, and honestly, I don't think that's gonna happen. I really don't, because you would kind of mess your structure up. And especially if you look at extended hours, it just doesn't really make sense as much. I don't know. It would be a very peculiar kind of thing for GME that I haven't really seen before. But it is possible, yeah. You could have that 5 wave move to the downside type thing, and this ABC, you know, thing that's going on there. But yeah, we'll see what happens next week. I mean, I'm not entertaining that idea while we're still above the 20 SMA and the 100 SMA. So we're fine at this point. Yeah, I mean, if you start seeing some weakness in the next week, okay, maybe that could be a possibility. But again, AMC is kind of giving us cues that we're ready. And then if you look at costs, cost is telling us that we're ready. I mean, it's literally the same pattern that's playing out over again. Cost is ready, AMC is ready to spring. AMC had a great close Friday. I mean, there's nothing really else to figure out now. Just have patience. Just be calm. Don't over leverage. Don't buy weeklies. And because if you're buying weeklies, I'm just gonna be real. You're just being greedy. You're just buying it. You're trying to buy a lottery ticket. And I know I've done it before. It is fun. It's fun to do. It's fun to buy weeklies and because that would be awesome. You buy a weekly, you wake up the next morning, you're like, holy shit, I made so much money. But treat this like a real investment. Treat this as if you were buying into Amazon, buying into Google or something like that. Yeah, we're all here to make a shit ton of money, but that doesn't mean that you can just be a degen, and just treat meme stocks differently. Because you shouldn't. You should treat this like a legitimate investment, and you'll make a shit ton of money anyways, right? So just be conservative. Don't over leverage yourself. Just calm down and have patience. We're fine at this point. There's nothing really to worry about. So that's the whole video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And maybe I'll go live next week. But make sure to join the Discord too. I post all this stuff in the Discord. It's gonna be in the comments, the description, my bio, all that stuff. So, and you'll have access to me there. You can just you can mention me hey, check this stock out, and I'll try to take a look at it. I'll try to kind of get my opinion on it, so you have access to me as well. And yep, whole video. Appreciate you guys, and peace out.